Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shemar Kakodash, divine to the apostles, bishops, elders, the great millstone, and the worldwide and teacher us, Shalom, Tyler, sincere, Akim, Christians, truth, hope, and faith, by the four corners of the earth. Well, Shalom to the future sisters, the Aquafi, this and then be don't be into husband and home as well as some with their scattered by say Shalom. Come back at you with another lesson, Lord, and be edified through the Spirit by Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Shemar Kakodash. Quick lesson, straight to the point. Dealing with, belief, man. It's all about, belief. Slash the faith. You gotta have belief. You gotta have faith. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat that He will, deliver you from out of all your troubles, man, all your trials and tribulations and your afflictions that you're going through. This is Sirach 2. Start at verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." And, I start at verse 4. It says, "Whatsoever is bought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient, and without change to a low estate." It says, and be patient without or change to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the day of adversity. And that's what the Lord is doing to all of us. First of all, I'm talking to myself. He's pruning out all our, wickedness, man. All of our old habits to make us, find it in the golden wedge of Ophir. That's what He's doing, man. Getting all of our, old man, our old leaven, because we're in a time of Feast of Unleavened Bread. And he's cleaning us up, man. Through the what? Through the washing of the word. It says, verse 6, point, it says, believe. Alright, but this is verse 6. Check this out. It says, believe in Him, and He will heap thee. And He will heap, Salaki, let me start over. It says, believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in Him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in Him, and your reward shall not fail. That's right. Salaki, let me had the other earbud in. I'll start at verse 6 again. I don't know if it was heard on the mic. Sirach 2 and verse 6, it says, believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in Him. It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Let me get into the gate right quick. It says, ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail. And that's right, man. Because who are we, relying on? We're relying on, Yahweh Shemel Shai. And He says, He's not going to forget, our labor, our love, man. And that's what, you got to put your bank on, so to speak, man. Scripture says, set up treasures upon heaven and put your treasures. I'm going to get that little one. I might as well get it. That's been on my spirit as well. Yeah, store up treasures in heaven it right quick. Matthew 6 and verse 32. It says, I'm tripping. It's like I'm tripping like a mother. My mind just scrambled. It's like what's this throwing up on? Oh, yes, it's yeah. Matthew 6, so like it's about time to take it in. Matthew 6 and verse 19 says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal, nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Alright, your treasure, your belief. Whatever you believe in, man. Your mind. You say you can do anything if you put your mind to it. But you gotta have a belief to start, it all starts, and that goes with anything, man. You gotta have a belief in something, to do it, man. If you don't have the belief in something to do it, then you might as well not do it at all, because it's gonna fail, man. And with this truth, you definitely have to have a belief, man, because as you read up in Sirach 2, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So the Lord is giving, it's the blueprint already. Brother say, if you come to serve the Lord, hey, man, you must know that you're going to go through hell, man. You're going to go through temptation, man. But you got to believe that, you will not fail, man. That Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to uphold you in his hand, man, and not let you go. As it says in Romans, man. Say death, calamity, tribulation. Those ones that's in Yahweh Shem Yahushua's hand, can't nothing take them out of the Lord's hand. Lord wouldn't be a part of the number. Go back in the Sirach 2. It says verse 9, ye that fear the Lord hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua was confounded, or did any abide in his fears and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. That's right, man. I ended off right there. As it goes, really goes on the opposite, man, of those who are, as it says, fearful-hearted, faint hands, and consider that go of both ways, faint-hearted, the ones that's believe not, those are the ones that's not going to be defended. Look at Noah. Never rained before. Only the mist, But he was instructed, hey, tell them I'm about to bring rain, I'm about to bring a major flood. And build, this gigantic ark, so you can be protected. Would it say Noah moved with fear? I think that's in Hebrews. That healthy fear, man. That faith as well, man, because he had to believe. Say faith is the substance, things, and the things that's hopeful. The things that's not seen, and that's what we're running on, man. We're running on faith, man. We always say, for all you damn other camps. That's right, we are faith-based, man, because that's what the Lord instructed us to do, to have faith. In Yahweh Shem Yahushua, keep the commandments to the best of our ability, but more importantly, have faith, man, because that's the thing that's gonna get you into the kingdom, man. At the end of the day, because we can't keep the law perfectly, man. We all fall short. First and foremost, talking about myself. We all fall short of the glory. Every single time, man. But the biggest thing is having faith. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And when this devil come down with great wrath, you're gonna be saved, man. As well as right now, man. All the hell and afflictions that you're going through, knowing it's all for the betterment, man. It's all for, the Lord cleaning you up, getting all that leaven out of you and making you perfect, man. It all ties in, man, to faith, man. You gotta have faith, man, that the Lord, is gonna bring you through all these troubles, man, and deliver you. Lord willing, we'll be a part of the number from Elder Apostle Tone on down, man. But I'm in and off at that. Y'all was edifying, lifting, and a little boost of faith to the leg, Lord willing. Give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shemar, Kakodash. Divine to the apostles, bishops, elders, great millstone, the war and teacher on Shalom, tell us since our argument pushes truth on the faith of the focus that are detailed above all, cause y'all Shalom.